Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, remember the giveaways at the end of this show. That's the way we're going to do it. First, I have to mock Joe Biden and his moment of silence. You know, I don't know about you. There are moment of silences that work. We all know when they are. It's just like, boy, that's a nice moment of silence. His continual wanting to do moment of silence for all the COVID victims, which we all feel bad about, even though we know how they counted them. You know, I think we need, instead of moments of silence, moments of some damn action, don't you think? Next, U.S. Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court basically yesterday rejected all the 4 cases that were before it that were relevant. And only Clarence Thomas, who's wise and says, we need finality here. The U.S. Supreme Court basically has decided if you cheat in a presidential election, whoever cheats best, too bad, we're not going to mess with it. It is so wrong. The United States Supreme Court, even if they agree, should write decisions that make it final instead of leaving it hanging. I'm telling you, folks, there's a weird dynamic. Once you get appointed to a permanent position that can't be revoked, how your loyalty tends to go, It's the way it works. Ann Coulter. I've never mentioned her on my show until now. I used to like Ann Coulter. Ann Coulter did this gobbledygook tribute to Rush Limbaugh, and I wanted to throw up. Why? Ann Coulter turned against Trump just because he didn't push as hard as he should have pushed to her relative to the wall. You know, Ann Coulter, in my opinion, has lost all her credibility. I don't know how well she's doing these days. I notice she's not on Fox News anymore. But I just think Ann Coulter, she's one of those people that just wants to say stuff to be controversial, to get a rise out of everybody. Thought of this observation. I like being original. Nobody's talking about this. Isn't it amazing how George Bush, Mitt Romney, Jeff Flake, Ben Sasse and company, they only publicly comment to bash Trump. They never publicly comment about riots tearing down cities, all the woke culture crap. You notice that? They never say anything about any of that. It's disgusting. Illinois. Illinois is the second corrupt state in the country. I'll be honest, I didn't bother to see who's number 1. Well, at least we're not number 1. Is that a shocker to you that Illinois is the second most corrupt state? I don't think that's a shocker to anybody. But that's where Barack Obama cut his teeth on politics, where old Rahm Emanuel is still there. LA Zoom blackout. I love this story. The parents in Los Angeles are coordinating and putting together a Zoom lockout, giving the middle finger to the schools. We're not going to let you Zoom. Remember that show, kid show I watched when I was a kid? Zoom. They're going to say no Zoom. Force those teachers back to work. It looks like Joe Manchin of West Virginia is working on a compromise for an $11 minimum wage. I don't know about you. This is not a big issue with me. I don't like the idea of a minimum wage. I think it probably holds wages down because people think, well, we're going to give you the minimum wage. I think wages would be higher if there was no minimum wage. But you know the way I look at it? Politics is about compromise. It's just the way it is. You got to do it. I think $11 minimum wage is better than $15. Yelton, our new Secretary of the Treasury, new Fed Chairman, or Secretary of Treasury, what is she saying? She's supporting higher taxes on companies, and capital gains need to be looked at too. Thanks, Secretary Yellen. Fox News. Fox News is under attack. By the way, I know many of you find Fox News disgusting, and come on, folks. They've let me down in a lot of places, a lot of stories. But come on, Hannity, Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, they're still carrying the water even when they piss us off every once in a while. They are getting put, these platforms, these cable channels and networks are being pushed to drop Fox News by Democrats in Congress. Let's hope those cable companies don't drop them. Cherokee. Apparently the Cherokee tribe doesn't want Cherokee on an SUV anymore. I mean, come on. I don't know about you, but I've never thought of Cherokee Indians with Cherokee on an SUV. Chinese. The Chinese Communist Party is running ads defending themselves on Times Square. You know what's the problem in America? Everybody will take Chinese money no matter what. Bunch of whores in this country now. Hollywood took their money. Politicians take their money. Anybody will take the Chinese money. Bunch of whores. Stand up to them. A citizenship test. Joe Biden has cut off the Trump citizenship test, which he said had twice as many questions. Oh, see, typical Democrats in it. We got to make this easier. Dumb everything down. Do you believe it? What about any of those citizenship questions were bad? Falling airplane parts. You know, I didn't comment on this yesterday. I forgot. Do you see how close some of those parts came to hitting these houses? One right outside their door. I've always worried about that. I'm paranoid. Remember my nickname. I'm going to be worried about it even more. Things falling from the sky, airplane stuff. That's scary as hell. Let's check out those 777s. All right, El Chapo's wife, you know, she just got busted and arrested, drug trafficking. I guess her takeover of El Chapo's empire is over. Japan, you hear about this? Japan is adopting a minister of loneliness. It's true. When is come on, you know Joe Biden's going to have one now. Although in here, we call them czars. Czar of loneliness. Who would be a good person in this country to be our czar of loneliness? That's an interesting question. Irish nuns evicted. Some Irish nuns went to an exorcism without masks on, so they've now been evicted. You gotta like the Irish. They're rebels. How do you evict a bunch of Irish nuns for not wearing masks? New Jersey, I'm for legalization of weed. We just talked about it yesterday. I support Representative Roberts' request that Kentucky legalize marijuana. Well, it's now legal in Jersey. Tony Soprano could be smoking joints right now. Coke polar bear, I put up a meme, but I didn't talk about this. There's a meme flying around of the white polar bear, polar bear saying he got pink slipped because of, he's been canceled because of white culture. Isn't that funny? I predict we're never going to see that polar bear again in a Coke commercial. We're going to have to get rid of brown rice, black beans, everything. Hamilton County sirens went off yesterday. Isn't that funny, Roger? Hamilton County, his wife works for the county. All the Hamilton County sirens, they can't do anything right in the city of Cincinnati or Hamilton County. The sirens just went off accidentally. I'm glad I live in northern Kentucky. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I live in southern Kenton County. I've lived here my entire life. I've had issues with county government, fights over the jail and everything else. But I'm going to go ahead and say it. Overall, Boone County, Kenton County, Campbell County, and their cities are well ran. When you look at what goes on over there, Villa Hills had some issues for a while. When you look at what goes on in the city of Cincinnati and Hamilton County, I don't know why everybody just doesn't come across the river. Last but not least, Ohio gas prices. The highest in the country, Ohio. How you like that, Deweyne? All right, now it's time for the giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, somebody actually made a comment that I hadn't given away a prize to a man. Wow, that's not true. We've had plenty of male winners.
I suggest also adding to the prize today a Bulldog Show coffee mug, because I have a ton of them here.
All right. We're going to give away one of those every day now. So, ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, today's winner of a Bulldog Show coffee mug and a $50 gift certificate to Walt Hitching Post. Drum roll, please. Matt Gregory. Thank you guys for subscribing to the Bulldog Show. Remember, all of you who want to qualify for these daily prizes, you got to subscribe to the Bulldog Show, then like and comment. And for the big prizes, you have to tag all your Facebook friends, screenshot me proof. Matt, contact my crack staff. You can go through me, 859-250-2527, or text or email me at eric@ericdeters.com, and I'll make sure Sarah and Sabrina get you your $50 gift certificate from Walt's Hitching Post. The best steak you can eat in a tri-state. Dr. Wilkie, my buddy from New York, says it's the best steak he's eaten anywhere in the country. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I hope you have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the Bulldog Show and hit that bell so you'll be alerted when I do other videos. Last but not least, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you.